for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again.
That's a bop.
Oh, it's true. You're a pearl in a common. And everyone about it. And everyone you do. You say the biggest gift for me. And the golden days was it. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being my.
She ate that so bad.
That was Miss Tatiana Clark with her Afrobeats remix of the iconic Golden Girls theme song. Thank you for being a friend. And thank you for tuning in to another glorious episode of the Untitled Africans podcast. I'm your
Did
boy,
she-
DJ Batty B, with yours favorite Miss W with the double D's.
Hello. Did you see her SpongeBob rendition?
Was it she
The
did an Afrobeat
Afrobeat
one too?
SpongeBob.
Yes,
Yeah.
I caught a glimpse of it, and she ate that too.
She ate it so bad. I was like, the talent, honey. Do this for every song.
Baby.
Like the way Chloe Eats covers up and Kelly Clarkson Eats covers up. She got her own lane with this Afrobeats version
She
of every
does.
song.
She
Like,
does. And I'm
Yeah.
here for it, and I'm excited to see what else she's gonna do.
Yeah.
She
same.
needs to do the Afrobeat version of what was that show? Half and Half.
Ooh, yes.
Through this journey, I'll just get through this journey. Finding you, finding me.
Inviting you, inviting me.
Now that I have someone special who brings out the joy inside of me.
I would
We can
definitely be that
become
friend
whatever
taking
we
it
want.
too high for too long.
Listen, when that breakdown comes in, we can become whatever we want. That's the way feeling should be. You
and me.
and me.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, come on. Praise team.
You know, because it's really a gospel. It's really a gospel song. Just like this album that we about to get into.
Girl, well, before we go ahead and get into Miss Cowboy Carter smoking up this juke joint, how are you, friends?
Huh?
How are you, friends?
Oh, right. I'm doing good. I've had, one of my many self-discoveries that happen every 2 years or every 6 months. I don't know.
You had a self-discovery.
I don't know if it was kind of a self-discovery, but I realized I have a very addictive personality, which I kind of already knew. I'm very all or nothing. And right now I'm very much I'm addicted to productivity and social media era.
Oh, child.
And I realized that addictive personalities always get a bad rep because people are like, alcohol, money, you're gonna ruin your life. But no, I think there's space to be given when you have an addictive personalities where you just hyper fixate on stuff.
Okay.
And I'm just I'm figuring out slowly but surely how to utilize it in a way that helps me right now without it being more
bad.
destructive. Because
Okay.
right now, there is such a thing as toxic productivity.
Is there?
And then of course there's burnout that you deal with as a result. But I
That's
think
where I am right now.
Yeah, I think what matters, what helps that is you can still be productive and be in your, fixate on whatever you're fixating on, but also be intentional about it. Be maybe this for the next 3 weeks, I'm gonna do. Right now, I've been looking at apartments like crazy, but after that, I'm gonna take it and look at I've been looking at workout videos and health videos like crazy, and I've been on social media like crazy, and I already do social media for work, so it's I'm on social media 24/8, 25/8.
Ma'am.
But like I'm being intentional about it. Like I'm not doom scrolling right now. I'm like there for the intended purpose. If I'm there to scroll, I'm there to scroll for a certain amount of
Right.
time. Just, being in my addictions, but like with control a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit. So that's me
Okay.
right now. How are you, friend?
How am I is a very good question because Loki had a bit of a breakdown this week. I'm not even gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah, I did. It wasn't great.
Why? Was it
Um
like serious age, what is life kind of thing? Or just
no,
like,
it was like I could, like you mentioned burnout. And I was like, yeah, I'm getting to the point where like I'm burning out. I feel like, um, and I don't like that. It
mm,
hasn't been great. So I feel like I really need to take a step back on some things, especially work wise. I feel like now is better time as any to just like be like, okay, let's, you know,
reconvene?
yeah, reconvene. Let's find some peace again. Let's find some joy in what I
Mm,
do. So yeah, I think the added responsibilities of everything just kind of really just, hit all in 1 week. Um
mm.
but maybe it was just this week, I don't know. But yeah, so I just really I had a little bit of a mentee B, and that's okay. And sometimes those happen.
Sometimes those do happen.
A little mentee B here and there doesn't hurt. But yeah,
Yeah.
I've just
It's
been
better
feeling
to
very
express it than hold it in.
yeah, I've just been feeling really burnt out. But that is why I have this outlet and my OG baddie girl, M- Miss Cowboy Carter herself,
Oh,
who
I
we
thought
are
you were
just
talking
gonna
about
go.
me.
I was getting to that, but you didn't want to let me
I'm
finish.
sorry. I didn't know if you're I
You
thought you were
never let me
introducing the
finish.
album or
No,
me. I
girl.
was like, which one are you doing? What is the segue here?
Girl, let me do my thing. Like let me finish, you heard that intro from, earlier from the opening. Like let me lead up. But like I was saying, that's why I have my down bitch, Miss, Beyonce in this album, but also my good Judy's. Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't know where mine is actually. I need to find it. Um but we are going to get into Cowboy Carter. Um and this entire episode is dedicated to this album. So if you're not a Beyonce fan, this is your click off now, and thank you for listening.
Or, you could enjoy the experience of diving into some good black music and some genre
That
bending,
part. That part.
even if you aren't a
But
big Beyonce fan.
if you wanna hear us breaking down this album, go ahead and turn your speakers up. Have a little Cowboy Carter in the background. Get your little piece of hay and your cowboy hat, and let's get into it, baby. Okay?
Stick that hay in your
Because
mouth so you can really get into character.
so let's go ahead and start talking about Miss Cowboy Carter herself. Okay? So how do you want to do this? Do we want to go track for track, or do we want to just outright thoughts or
Might as well
initial
do track
thoughts?
for track because, we're going to be
27 is
talking all
fucking
over the
crazy.
place.
I was
I
gonna say
mean, we don't
okay,
have to literally, like, do a whole
track for
thing in
track,
each track. Each track
right?
does not need to be a whole 5 minute
Thing.
talk. Yeah.
Okay. Um. Okay. Let me just ask you this: initial thoughts, listening.
The first time I listened, I was like, oh, okay, I like. That was pretty much it. And I was like I was like working out, I think, when I first listened to it. And I had been
Ooh.
up. I was like going through my morning. I worked out. I did some stretching after, like for 15 minutes. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is the perfect song to end to. And then I looked at Spotify and she said, you're halfway done, girl. You're halfway done. I was
What song were you on?
we gonna get into that later.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Um. Initial thoughts for me. I was just
Yes,
like,
but
Beyonce, hey queen, you have done it again. Time and time again. Like, I know, a lot of people like to say, like, oh, you guys overpraise her. Oh, she's overrated. It's because she does shit like this in this album. And
the
where
quality,
she's just
honey.
like, bitch, I'm putting a stamp of like fucking like I am that girl. Like she said in Renaissance, I am that motherfucking girl. And this album just like solidifies and cements the fact that she is literally that girl because the way this woman sings on this album, the way she vocalizes, the way the arrangements, I'm just like, Beyonce is doing her good singing. This that run on the treadmill and then sing 3-part harmonies. Matthew Knowles, Destiny Child, like training type of singing. She doing her good singing in this one. And I'm so happy. But let's go ahead and get into these tracks. Starting with
American Requiem.
I just want to
The
apologize
big
to any headphone.
idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
That started
Buried.
here.
Are buried here.
Or buried here.
There you go.
Amen. I just need like a mental vocal reminder, like what the song sounds like. So that was like my mental reminder. Just
See,
out
that's
loud.
the thing. It's American Requiem is a great opener to this album because I just feel so it's like it's gospel, it's rock, it's 60s like funk at the same 70s like pop, not pop but like funk at the same. There's so much going on in that one song that you really have to take it like piece by piece. You got to start with the beginning. Let's talk the lyrics because babe, it's a lot of talking going on while I sing my song. Beyonce basically said, I'm adding, like, you know how you at somebody? She was like, I'm adding the CMAs and being like, this is for y'all. This is y'all. It's a lot of talking going on while I sing my song. Can you hear me? Do you hear me? Can we
You've been
stand for
shading them
something?
for, honey, 14 days straight.
Babe, on their fucking necks. And apparently, come to find out, the CMT Awards are this weekend.
They're this
Not the
weekend?
not the CMAs, the CMTs.
I thought the
Yeah,
CMAs were for the CMT.
two different things.
Oh.
The CMAs are the Country Music Awards. The CMTs, I think, are is a channel, is a country music television awards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's why I
CMT
don't know
Music
about
Awards.
CMT awards. I just know CMAs. Okay.
That's girl. Here's the thing though, and it's so funny because when this album came out, everybody on Twitter was like CMTs, CMAs. She coming for y'all next. Meanwhile, I was like, why is CMTs catching strays? They're not the ones
CMTs
who
is like, now why
they were
am I
catching
in
strays.
it?
See what the same fuck me for? No, literally. But American Requiem, such beautiful like melodies. The harmonies were incredible. And then they included and then the instrumentation. She's I don't know if it's a sitar or something in the background that's like giving it that like late 60s like 70s like psychedelic sound. And then she goes into this like Janis Joplin like growl that I'm just like, I have never heard from her ever. And I'm just like, Beyonce, what are you doing in the studio? I'm just like, girl.
Do you know
And
what
it sounds so beautiful.
it gave me originally when I was hearing it?
Mm-hmm.
It was giving me the TikTok sound.
I remember you said this.
USA. Oh, my pronouns are USA. Immediately when I heard that, I was like, it's giving that TikTok sound. Like, if y'all don't know, please look up my pronouns are USA.
I don't give nothing but about piss, but nothing but the hive. Beehaw! Beehaw! No, but
okay.
Like American Requiem. Hold on, let me pull up some of these lyrics because the way.
Friend, you know we got 27 songs to go through.
I know. I just want to mention this. Nothing really ends For things to stay the same, they have to change again. Hello, my old friend. You change your name, but not the way you play pretend. It's
Honey.
definitely, she's definitely talking about, white America in this. And baby, it's so obvious. And she is saying, we've been on y'all, we've been knowing what y'all about, and we just not about it no more. Y'all have
Same shit,
been
different day, honey.
right. And actually, if you look up the meaning of the word requiem, let me see, I had it pulled up. So it's an act or a token of remembrance. So basically, this is a memorial service to those who came before.
And that's
And
very
those,
like telling for what she wants like her album to be like. I'm honoring all the hoes that came before me.
because even when she was accepting her iHeartRadio Innovator Award, she was like, I just want to thank all those that came before. Rosetta Tharpe, who was it, Michael Jackson. And I was just like, oh baby, she is in her good, like honoring those that, did it well and did it before her. So I was like, she's about to get into so much. But let's go ahead and get into the next track. Blackbird.
Blackbird
Blackbird singing in the dead of night.
night.
Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You're only waiting for this moment to arrive. Since we can't play the actual album because we'll get copyrighted, we just gonna have to sing every song for y'all. So y'all just gonna have to
Right.
bear with.
Yes.
Blackbird. The original song was written and sung by was written by Paul McCartney, sung by the Beatles, and he wrote it in response to, I believe, the Little Rock Nine, during the civil rights era and the treatment of black women, and it was just, it was an ode to them, and telling them like, Blackbird, hold on, you're gonna be so much greater and it's so telling, the fact that she even like brought in like Tanner Adele, Brittany Spencer, Tiara, and you're just like, the current black girls in country music, to be like, this song, it just, it changes the meaning of the song. It adds more meaning to the song than the original context, and it's so beautifully done. And then their harmonies mesh so well together. And when I first saw the poster and I saw the title Blackbird, I was like, oh, is she gonna do this version? Or is she gonna do, because Nina Simone also has a song called Blackbird. So I was like, which direction is this bitch gonna go? Because
Honey.
either way, those two songs are iconic. But
Mm-hmm.
Tierra Kennedy, and who else is on this? I'm trying to find it, sorry.
I
Ah,
think you named everybody, right?
no, there's four other girls. Raina Roberts as well. Yeah.
Oh.
So Tanner Adele, Brittany Spencer, Tierra Kennedy, Raina Roberts. Two of the girls were actually open for Reba McEntire on tour, by the
I
way. So
love.
these girls already have credits to their name, and I believe
And I
Tanner
love Tanner
Adele
Adele. I'm
was
at the
buckled by
mini mart with the mini skirt. Da
about to
da da with
scream
my
name
torn
in your
up
torn up
t-shirt.
t-shirt. This ain't the Hamptons. We all got tramp stamps.
Mm-mm-mm.
So,
A
and
bop.
she said, let me introduce y'all to those who are doing it, since y'all want to talk about I'm not country. Here's some other ones that y'all might not think are country. And I believe Tanner Adele and Brittany Spencer have been interviewed. Was it Brittany or Tiara Kennedy for there's a documentary, by the way, about this whole Beyonce going country business. It's on Hulu, I believe. But
They
they
wasted
were
no
interviewed.
time.
Yeah, they were interviewed, and they were like telling, about their experiences being in country, being looking like the way they do, having the skin tone. And the thing is like, in typical music, like, if these girls hadn't gone down the road of country music, it's like, and chose to, like, maybe do like R&B or maybe hip hop, it's like they would be a lot further. But because they love the genre and they're connected to the genre. And mind you, again, I feel like we have to keep reiterating this. Black people started country. Sorry.
You needed a warning
That's
or
what
something.
you don't be giving us warning when you be going into your songs. But I'm just saying, black people started country. It started from when they brought over the banjo from West Africa as slaves and played the instruments, taught y'all how to play the fucking instrument. Then hillbilly music came about. Then hillbilly music turned into country, and then y'all completely whitewashed it and erased black people entirely. So I
Talk
mean,
about it.
baby, black people have been the birth givers of so much culture in America. So they're
You,
like, bitch, we taking this shit back.
yeah.
What is birth giver a little too graphic?
No, I love that. I thought that was the perfect word for that.
They
I mean,
gave like, baby, they've been giving birth to the culture in America for years. But Blackbird is such a beautiful song. And sorry, I've been talking a lot. I'm gonna let you
no,
over
I
to
don't
my
have much
co-host.
to say about it. I just wrote down Blackbird is a beautiful song for beautiful black women with beautiful black queens on it. I was
And
hey.
baby, we gonna move on from there over to Miss 16 Carriages.
Can I
You
say
all
something
over.
real quick about
Oh
16
God,
carriages?
I'm gonna
I
let.
know what you think I'm gonna say. It's not what you're thinking. When 16 Carriages played the first time going through the album is when I realized I was playing this album on 1.25 speed. And that's why she sounded like my pronouns are USA. Ow! 'Cause those screeches at 1.25 speed were just crazy. So I was like, oh, this song. I was like 60. She was like 16 carriages on her way and jumping on it. And I was like, why is
That's
it
when you
going like
realized.
So I started the album over, of course. So I was like, I need a proper playthrough. I did not skip 16 carriages, like you might have thought. I didn't skip it, but
We're gonna
yeah,
get into what you skipped though, because I'm gonna say something, y'all. I'm gonna have to put my friend on blast. She skipped a song while she was listening. I don't know which one, but she skipped it.
yeah, we gonna get
Um,
into that. Actually, it was on 1.5 times speed, so them screeches just sounded crazy.
but yeah, 60 carriages. Beautiful song, beautiful lyrics. Instrumentation is incredible. Y'all already know this is my, if you don't know yet, 16 Carriages was my favorite song that she released from this at least as far as the singles goes. Texas Hold'em was, it was a fun little ditty, got y'all up and dancing. But for me, 16 Carriages, because when that fucking guitar comes in like the first chorus repeat, or was it the chorus, no, the first verse, and she goes "Girl," and I'm like, ooh, it just hit my heart in a way. Like
Mm.
16 Carriages really made me sit and was just like, oh wow. And I just want to talk about the way the album in itself is just like storytelling is really beautiful for one, because you start off with American Requiem, which is like anger, low key, a little bit of like calling y'all out. It's like, bitch, I've been known about y'all type of vibe. Then it goes into Blackbird, which is like, no, even though we've faced XYZ, we're still gonna rise, we're still gonna fly, blackbirds. Going into 16 carriages, talking about a young girl having to shoulder the responsibilities of the family and, having to become an adult so young, which happens to so many black women and black girls daily. Um, then we get into Protector, which is now the motherfucking tearjerker of this whole four-part. I'm just like, girl, I can't cry anymore. I ain't got no more tears left. Beyonce.
Got
Protector
no
was
more
for me.
tears.
Protector is one of my top songs. She's up there for me.
Mm.
Um and having Rumi at the beginning talking about some, mommy, can you sing the lullaby? I was just like, is this Beyonce's like you remember when Adele came out with her album and she had her son on there, and her son was like, um she was like, the son was like talking throughout the track. You remember this?
I don't think I listened to that.
Oh, go back and listen, because that one was also a tearjerker. But Protector was so beautiful.
Adele's
um
music is too sad for me. I can't listen to a full
I'm dead.
album.
Not Adele's music is too sad for me.
I feel like
Where is it?
Protector was for all the firstborn daughters that are now mothers. Like it was a
Oh,
beautiful transition from 16
ooh,
carriages.
oh,
It was like
yes.
16 carriages was like, oh, it's my life. I
This
have
is
to take
I had to
care
fight.
of people.
All my life I had to fight.
But now Protector is like, I'm choosing to take care of people now. Like this is the person I want to take care of most, like that I want to give my whole heart to. Like it's different because 16 carriages is like the obligation, and then Protector was like the choice of the caretaker and Beyonce, I think. And then, so I was like, oh, the firstborn daughters, honey, that are now mothers. I feel like them two tracks is specifically for them.
Babe, I'm just gonna read this part of the chorus because this is the one that really had me. Is and I will lead you down that road if you lose your way. Born to be your protector. Even though I know someday you're gonna shine on your own, I will be your projector.
Protector.
And I will lead you down that road if you lose your way. I will
I will
be a
be your protector.
protector.
Mm.
Thank you, Beyonce, for giving all the firstborn daughters who are now mothers their song. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of people have been saying, come wedding season, that is going to be the mother son dance, father daughter dance.
Oh, wait. That just gave me the chills imagining that. I'm going to cry. That is so
Yeah,
cute. Because at first I
babe,
was
that
like, don't sing that to your husband, girl. And
no,
then
no,
I was
no, no,
thinking
no.
about,
But
yeah,
like, that's good. That's definitely gonna be the dance for like the mother son dance, the father daughter dance. That's gonna be the one.
that is so cute.
And then we wrap up this first little section of the album with My Rose, a small little interlude um, by, and it's just her, but My Rose definitely gave me DC3 like interludes. Do you remember like when they used to do like interludes in their albums, and it
Mm.
would just be their little 4 part, 3 part harmonies? I miss that shit so much. And I have a feeling like they were in that studio somehow. But I want to say something to Miss Beyonce. Why is it that the CD version and the vinyl versions are completely different albums? Because My Rose on the CD version apparently is called Sir My Sir. So
Really?
where yeah, whereas Protector was dedicated to Rumi,
Mhm.
My Rose apparently is a dedication to Sir Carter. Yeah, it doesn't have the same title on the CD as it does
Oh,
on
wow.
the streaming.
Yeah, and
And she
didn't
does
she
this a
like
lot.
remove songs too?
No, not she didn't remove songs, but she removed versions of songs.
Mm.
And the version we hear on streaming is not the same version that we for some songs that we hear on the CD, and it's also not the same version that the CD hears that's on the vinyl.
Oh, wow.
So I'm just like, she's everywhere with this.
Mm.
But My Rose, very beautiful dedication. I think the harmonies are beautiful. The la la la's are just. I was just like, it just took me back to my first listen of like a Destiny's Child album, and I was just like, oh, okay, this is what good singing is supposed to sound like.
Mm.
And the lyrics are beautiful. How many times have you let yourself get you down? Let yourself get you down, my dear. So many roses, but none to be picked without thorns. So be fond of your flaws, my dear. What? She was in her I'm a mom bag. Bitch,
Yeah.
I'm a mother.
I'm a
No drama.
mother.
You're my sweetie pie, my baby. You're my heart. I hope. Oh, I hope. Okay. But yes, that was My Rose. And I just like to play that sometimes when I just want to like take me back to my DC3 days. And then we have our first little interlude, which kind of, you know, the girls kind of already picked out when the poster came out that this album is going to be very much like a radio country show, like you're listening to like a radio show or something.
Yeah, the cover
Um
art very much gave that.
yeah, so in this one, she's like, and what was it? It wasn't her. It was Willie Nelson. You just hear little radio clicks. You know how back in the day when you tune a radio to go to different channels. And did you know that the songs that you hear while he's like changing the channels are actually like from black country artists?
They had to be. I was like, I was assuming they are. Then I was like, there might be a white one in there, but I was like, it should be all black,
Maybelline,
everything.
why can't you be true? And I'm going down to the river to wash my sins
Okay,
away.
not you going through every song that they
Bruh,
cast to.
no,
Brian,
those two, those
please.
two, those two were my favorite ones. I'm not gonna lie; those two really just were great. And then we got Willie Nelson sparking up a blunt, talking about some "Welcome to KNTY Radio." This your boy. You know who I am. I don't really need to know who you are. That's how I'm gonna intro the show from now on. You know who we are. We don't really need to know who you are. So let's go ahead. That's gonna be my new intro. But to get country great Willie Nelson to hop on your album just to do like radio like in betweens is just like iconic. Cause what? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I feel like she was
I
just
loved it.
basically saying like, I got the I got the stamp of approval. I don't need the stamp of approval from any of y'all because I got the biggest stamp that there is.
None
With
whatsoever.
Willie Nelson and then Dolly Parton, it's like it was very much giving they said
Baby
I can do
country
it. Like it's that's it.
cause cause one thing about Dolly, she don't just give her masters or her publishing or her permission to do her songs to anybody, baby. Okay. Not only that, but to for you to record a version of her song, she don't do that.
Mm.
But then Willie introduces, here's a little song. If you like it, great. If you don't, go get a jukebox. I ain't got time to be playing with you hoes. And it leads us into Texas Hold'em, which is, like I said, fun little ditty. You guys have
Bop.
already heard it. It's a
Bop.
bop,
Bop. Bop. I
bop.
need y'all hosts
Oh,
to let us know what is the dance. What is the dance for this summer? Like,
babe,
why
they
have
already
we not
did.
agreed? What?
They already
Because I've
did.
been seeing girls do whole 16 counts for this.
Yeah,
And then
I
I've been
thought we
seeing
already
other
agreed.
people doing what is it? The other dance that's not the dance.
I've seen the collective one that I've seen is the one with the big dude and the white guy, the big black dude and the white guy. That's the dance that
Maybe.
I've seen a lot of people doing. And apparently
Okay.
they just came out with a dance for Yaya as well. So,
Okay.
but Texas Hold'em,
Cute.
great production, cute little ditty. I think she's gonna be around for a while. We're gonna be hearing that goddamn Texas Hold'em for a minute, y'all.
Yeah.
But let's
Let's
go
get
ahead and
into
get
the summer bop. And
let's get into the white girl dance song.
yeah.
Cause this one was my shit. The
Mm.
way I was just ooh. If you don't know what we're talking about Bodyguard.
Bodyguard
Bodyguard.
babes.
I could be Julius. Where you at?
I could be
Move, Julius. I
Nah,
could be your
Julius.
bodyguard. When I tell you, I wanted to
Immediately,
just
yes.
immediately. Bodyguard just felt. And wait, what was the tweet? I gotta find it. My tweet.
This song was for the Lover Girls. Immediately I was like, oh, this is gonna be one of my favorite. I don't even know what other tracks are coming up, the 20 others that are still coming up. But immediately I was like, it's giving for the Lover Girls and it's giving fun country R&B vibe. Like it was just so carefree. Like it's so carefree. And I'm like, I just want to dance like a white girl in the club. Like when the song comes on, like let me do my sniff my armpit dance because
Oh my
that's
god,
the
not to
only
sniff
right
my
way to
armpit.
dance to this.
For me, when I first heard Bodyguard, I literally tweeted this. I said Bodyguard is definitely getting play and overplay at an H&M somewhere.
Oh yeah.
And that was not to say that it was like, too mainstream or too commercial. Like I just felt very much like she is gonna be that bot for. I've already started seeing the edits of people doing like summer vacations to Bodyguard. I've seen like Bodyguard. Bodyguard really is that song where you just feel like I just want to be like in a convertible driving
Mm-hmm.
down the Pacific Coast Highway
Mm-hmm. No other
with
cars on the road. Hair,
no one
wind going through your
else,
hair.
just like vintage red Mustang
Mm.
convertible,
Mm-hmm.
with and you either with your man or with your good Judy, and you just ride it and vibe it with your feet hanging out the fucking side of the car. You know how
Yes.
white girls like to drive with their feet hanging out the
Mm-hmm.
car? That's exactly how it fit. And it's just like having a good, and it's not even like a hot day, but there's a slight breeze at the same time.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, Bodyguard is
Yeah.
just so feel good.
It's so feel good. It's so danceable. It's so just absolute joy because after taking us on a roller coaster of fucking emotions within the like the first like 5 songs, he's like, okay, y'all can dance now with. So she goes into Texas Hold and then Bodyguard, and I'm just like, and again, vocals. That's the one thing about Beyonce in this album is like she does not shy away from the fact that like, baby, I'ma sing and I'ma
And
show
can.
y'all I can sing
Mm-hmm.
because y'all like to play me, and I
The
cannot
range
wait
is
to see
crazy.
I can't wait to see how she's gonna do this like live. Bodyguard is the one song I'm excited. I'm like, how are you gonna play this, Beyonce? How are you gonna perform this song live? And I just want her in like a prairie girl skirt, just having a good time. Just her on a stool or something, or standing center stage, just humming and doing her good oohs and ahs. But it's so beautiful. It's such a good song.
Yeah, I feel like the transition was made for me because it was very much like, I love my man. I love him and I want to protect him and do everything for him. Let a bitch
Mm.
ever think that she about to come in front of my man and it's on and
Well,
popping. Because I wish a bitch would. I wish a
well,
bitch
that is
would.
that is the perfect segue to the next song because Dolly P go ahead and introduces Jolene. She goes, "Hey, honeybee, it's your girl Dolly P. You remember that girl Becky with the good hair you was singing about? She reminded me of another
Hussy.
hussy from a long time ago, but she had auburn hair. Different hair color, but it all hurt the same.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just hear Jolene, 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 Joe. I will say, like Dolly Parton coming on there and being like, "Hey, honeybee,
It's
hey,
like
Dolly
we're best
P."
friends.
It's like, girl, this is a Kiki.
Mm-hmm.
And then Beyonce said, "Let me drag this bitch one more time
Yeah.
for the 50th time in
Yeah.
50 something years. Let me drag her." Jolene has not known peace
She will never.
since 1950 something.
May she never.
And I don't know if this woman is still alive or she's passed on, but when I tell you Dolly Parton wrote this song and said, "Oh, okay, it's cute," and thought that would be the end of it. No, girl.
Still going strong decades later.
Like this song has been covered so many times that I'm just like, Jolene would never. And this version just elevates the song so much more because the way Beyonce just drags and said, "I am a queen, but I'm still that Creole banji bitch from Louisiana,
Mm-hmm.
and I will. I'm
I
about
know
it,
how to get
bitch.
down,
Try me,
honey.
try me.
I got
I."
shooters.
I raised this man and I raised his kids. He know you don't want to break up this happy home.
Pra, 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 pra. That's what she needed in the background of that song.
Like, and a lot of the country fans have been very upset. They're like, "Oh, this isn't country. I don't know what she's doing with this ghetto nonsense." I said, Beyonce is doing what she has always done. Cause you remember Bow Down, fuck you bitches. Like, I'm about it. And I know all y'all been doing the YOLO edits when she sings the lyric. Um, I know you want my man or whatever, and people been like using ugly pictures of Jay Z. It was like, y'all can fuck off. She let him. She's never letting that man go. I'm sorry. At this
Right.
point, that man, he is the father of her 3 children. Like y'all might as well just accept the fact Beyonce chose him.
Yeah,
As much as y'all like to say Jay Z chose Beyonce, Beyonce chose to be with him.
for
Because
sure.
otherwise, she would have been divorced that man a long time ago.
Yeah.
So Jolene is just Beyonce reminding us, like, I may be sending all these like cute little ditties, but just remember, I'm still that Creole banshee bitch from Louisiana.
Mm.
And the way she starts the next song, Daughter, is a reminder of that because, bitch, when she
Mm-hmm.
said, your body laid out on these filthy floors, your blood stains on my custom couture,
Custom
bathroom
couture.
attendant let me in, she was a big fan. I really tried to stay cool, but your arrogance disturbed my solitude. Daughter? Oh my God.
I understood
All
immediately.
I
Immediately.
said, okay, now I ripped your dress and you're black and blue. Look at what you made me do. What?
Message.
Beyonce, Beyonce, who did you kill?
Oh,
Beyonce, you killed Jolene? You killed Becky with the good hair? What is tea? A
I felt
lot of
like
people.
that was. Wait, say that. What do you say?
I felt like a lot of people, or I've heard like a lot of people be like, Beyonce killed somebody. Beyonce fucked up Jolie, or this could be in reference to the famed Met Gala elevator night with Solange.
Solange did more shit than Beyonce did that night. I feel like as soon as you hear people speculating about what Beyonce's up to, that's how you know she made a hit, babes. That's how
Oh,
you know she made
when they
a
start
number
call,
one banger.
when should they start saying, "Oh, she's a witch. Oh, she's XYZ. Oh, da 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 da." She's
She did
doing
her
her.
big one.
She. Mm-hmm.
I was
When they
like,
start,
daughter, sorry.
go ahead.
I was like, daughter was made for me because she said, I'm not the furthest thing from my father. You
They keep,
cross
yeah,
me, I'm colder than Titanic water. I said,
baby.
hey, because there's too many daughters out there that know, hey, I grew up and really got my father's temper. Wow, how did we get here? The same father that I would be like, wow, this man is always so mad and needs to really relax. Like, what
Listen,
the fuck?
that
And now you're right there. You're right there with Matthew.
they keep saying I ain't nothing like my father, but I'm the farthest thing from choir boys and altars. If you cross me, I'm just like my father. I'm colder than Titanic water. Beyonce, who did you kill? That's what I want to know. She killed somebody. I think
A
Beyonce killed somebody.
murderer. The less we know, the better. Smoke hour.
Murder? What murder? No, but then we have to talk about the moment she literally blew all of us away when she started singing "Caro Mio Ben,"
Is that the
the
opera at the end?
the operatic, and I was just like, the way my ears were just like, have I died? Is this heaven? What is? Are the angels calling me home? What is happening? And she did not miss a beat because the instrumentation of the song still continues, and then she just goes, "Caro mio ben, le credimi amen." Like
Come on,
what?
opera.
Senza di te languish il cor. Beyonce, when are we getting you at the Met Opera stage? Like, what's tea?
She can do it all. She can do all
Ma'am.
genres.
When I
It's
tell
the
you, I said,
genre. It's the bad bitch
it's like
genre.
genre. Like that whole section of, I said, wow. But then this the one lyric that really had me. Help me, Lord, from these fantasies in my head. They ain't never been safe ones. I don't fellowship with these fake ones. I said, boots. Boots down.
I'm like,
Because
that's a
that lyric right
message.
there,
People
I
need to
said,
listen
message.
to. Mm-hmm.
So whoever is fucking with Jay-Z needs to fucking stop.
Not whoever is fucking with Jason.
Because this bitch about to drown, like, she about to kill you. She riding for this man.
It's over for
But
you
girl,
bitches.
let's go ahead and get into the next one, spaghetti, which is introduced by Linda Martell herself, who in the beginning she says, genres are a funny little thing, are a funny little concept, aren't they? Um, in theory, they have a simple definition that's easy to understand, but in practice, well, some may feel confined. And if that description does not fit Beyonce to a T, I don't know what does. But spaghetti is her moment to just, I ain't got no shooters, but I got dinner everywhere. Ah. Bitch, to rhyme Thanos with cornrows, that pen is heavy.
Black as
That
fuck,
pen is heavy.
honey.
Baby, I said, what? At the snap of my fingers, I'm Thanos. Damn it, damn it. And I'm still on your head, cornrows. That's my favorite line out of this entire album. I said, at the snap of my fingers, I'm Thanos. You ate with that. Cleared. Spaghetti is really great. And then the title itself, Spaghetti Westerns. I don't know. I told you about this and I might have mentioned, or I mentioned it to somebody about it, but spaghetti westerns was the name given to non-American made western movies back in the day, if you didn't know. And I think a lot of like Italian and European countries try to make their own versions of like western movies. um and it's like the Americans were like, well, this wasn't made in America, so we're not going to give it an official like, oh, it's an American Western, so they called it spaghetti westerns.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound familiar to a specific genre of music that was started by a specific type of people, but then they were told that because they don't look country or they don't look like people who would sing in that genre, so they're not going to be given the title of,
The
you
actual,
know,
yeah.
the way this woman's mind works is crazy to me. Because to be able to just like pick from that and then just apply it so easily, and you're just like, huh? Like, to those who refuse to educate themselves while listening to a Beyonce album, you're doing yourself a disservice because you're lacking the full like depth of the entire album. That
Facts.
that's that that was a dig at Miss Sam Doll on TikTok who want to talk about something. This is not my favorite Beyonce. Okay, you just don't want to read. Just say you don't read. Um, but Spaghetti, I will say Spaghetti for me is definitely up there, and it's above Tyrant. So y'all don't come for me, but that's just me. Um, Followed by, let's talk about Alligator Tears. Ooh, child. Sorry, I didn't even let you talk about Spaghetti. Go ahead.
No, I don't really have anything to add.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alligator Tears. I think it's such a beautiful song. It's cute. It's a nice little like palette cleanser before we get into the next one, but it's a nice ender to the first hour of the smoke hour.
Mhm.
I really enjoyed the lyrics. I really enjoyed her voice on this. Another thing about her voice in this album is that she gets into her lower register, and I love it. Because a lot of times everybody just wants Beyonce to go up there. And I'm like, no. When Beyonce's doing her good thing is when she's down here in her lower register, and it's so beautiful. And when she goes from like chest voice to head voice to all my music people so flawlessly and so easily, it's really upsetting to me. I'm like, why can't y'all faves be the ones to do this as well?
Her bar is too high, honey.
And Alligator Tears is really just her in that like that comfortable like low register, and I love hearing every fucking second of it. It's so beautiful. What did you think of Alligator Tears?
I agree. I concur.
I concur.
I concur.
I'm dead. When Gacy's just like, I'm gonna just let Brian talk about this fucking album.
You know, I got my like 5. Then I'm like, oh yes, highlight.
So then we have another interlude with Willie Nelson, Smoke Hour Part 2 or Smoke Hour 2. Again, he's still sitting around the campfire with that blunt. Talking about some, if you like what I'm playing, go ahead, fuck with it. Sometimes you don't realize you love something until somebody plays it for you. And Willie Nelson, I kind of want to just hang out with him around a campfire and just listen to him tell stories. I feel like Willie Nelson got some wild stories to tell.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I feel like I could just do a whole smoke out with him, just like as the DJ playing like country songs and talking shit and be like, back in my day, when I used to roll around with Johnny Cash and them, Johnny was a wild one. He'd have a pistol and a girl. I'd be like, oh my God. But I'm here for it,
Yeah, he's 90. Them old people be like coming out of nowhere
Oh,
with the fire
perfect.
stories.
Perfect timing, because that's what they be like. The mind is going, but then they have certain like moonlight moments where they just be like, they just drop random shit. Be like, yeah, there was that one time I was on a threesome with like Diana Ross and you'd be like, what the fuck? And you'd be like, huh?
Snorted cocaine out of somebody's asshole. That was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Just a certain way.
Literally,
Diana Ross.
like giving full on context that you're just like, what? Now he introduces the next song, "Just for Fun" by Beyonce featuring.
This is where I come in, honey.
Go ahead,
honey. I mean, I knew it was gonna be good just off the intro alone. Just her singing and talking about time heals everything. I don't need anything.
Don't need anything.
I pray to her, up above her. I was like, oh,
because God is a woman. Period.
I'm sad, Beyonce. And then Willie Jones comes in. What he say? Give me them lyrics.
I'm going down south just for fun. I am the man, I know it. And everywhere I go, I hide my face.
Oh, chills. And then Beyonce comes in to join him.
I said, "Oh, Beyonce, I've been missing when she like Beyonce and her like soft feminine era, and then also in her lower register, and then she's got this cowboy man, Willie Jones,
Hmm.
baby. When Willie Jones came, when I first heard this song and I heard Willie Jones, I said, hold on, run that back. Who that? Who is
Right.
that? Who is that?
That's your friend? What's his name?
Ain't that's your friend? Hey, big head,
That's what you gotta do with Debbie Ryan.
clock it.
Yeah, so
This
just
is
for
such a
fun, it was just fun even though it's not like, it's kind of sad, but it's just so
just for fun.
nice.
Just for fun is like a very
It's like I'm in my
it is kind
feelings
of it's
song.
melancholic. It's very melancholic, I will
Mm-hmm.
say. Um, but I enjoyed it just the same. I was like,
Yes.
literally, I tweeted this. I said, I'm on because I was live. I tried to live listen on Instagram. They shut me down multiple times. They said, "Nigga, stop."
Oh, because of copyright, like you're playing the song.
Yeah. So I ended up just live tweeting my listing, and I said, I'm only on just for fun, and I'm floored at the artist that she is. Because guess what, y'all? I don't even think this is halfway through that fucking album. Just for fun is really a great, like I said, a nice like little intro into like what we're about to get into the next. And I think I genuinely feel like it's gonna be a rock album. Act three is
Oh,
definitely
for
gonna be a
Act
rock
Three.
album.
I
Yeah, because
definitely
the
could see that.
way American Requiem goes, and then the fact that she's in her lower register, I'm like, oh, this bitch finna give us a rock album.
I hope so.
But let's go into now. We're into the collabs. The
Mm-hmm.
collabs are about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Two Most Wanted, baby. They're saying Beyonce is in her bisexual era with this song. Beyonce and Miley put their coochies together and said, "Let's sing."
Let's put
These are
our
the tweets that
clit
I
on this
saw.
track, honey.
Baby, they said Beyonce and Miley Cyrus got in that studio, spread their legs, and just had a full
Put
on
their clit
lesbianic makeout
directly on the
sesh.
mic. I just am gonna say this before you start because it is a beautiful song. I was listening to just for fun as I finished my like stretching and yoga, and I thought it was over, and then I
You
heard
thought Just for Fun was gonna be the
I
end,
did, and then I heard Miley's voice as I was laying down, and I
and
just
you were
heard
like,
this. What's that TikTok sound? I heard this crying, berating voice.
I heard this degrading
Mm,
something voice,
yeah,
and I was just like, huh? Yeah,
that was
she.
that was me going from just for fun to Miley. No shade. I love the song now, but I was in full yoga, relax. I could fall asleep on this
No,
mat mode, and her
absolutely.
voice just took me out of it. I was like, oh, I just needed I needed like preparation to know that the tune is changing in that way.
Like, ma'am, what do you mean? That song in itself was just glory. I think I would have never suspected her and Beyonce to be in the same song together, but then the way their voices like just they literally became one
Harmonized.
person,
Yes.
harmonized, and it's beautiful. The lyrics are beautiful. I think the way they harmonize is beautiful. Two Most Wanted is definitely up there for me, but it's not above the next song,
Oh.
Levi's Jeans.
Oh.
Let me read y'all my initial review of Levi's Jeans because I feel like you'll then understand where I'm coming from because
While you pull
this
that up,
song.
I'm gonna say something else because I just feel like I just need to get all my hot takes out first so you can talk about how great the song is.
Oh,
This is the
okay.
song that I skipped because I'm sorry. After Miley Cyrus's voice took me I hope y'all are watching this. No. After Miley Cyrus's voice took me out of yoga mode, I could not do Post Malone's voice right after. I was like, "This is too much. I have to come back to her." Um,
Well, for me, it was 3 a.m. At this point, I feel like it was 3 a.m. I was delirious. I was ready to go to bed, but I couldn't. But this is my initial review. Said Levi's jeans is a Saturday morning in bed with your man after he just ravaged you, morning breath and all, and y'all making breakfast in the kitchen, and it's cute in like a rom-commy kind of way, and then y'all start building to round two in the kitchen, and that
Ravaged.
is all I have. And that is all I have to say. Ravaged, morning breath, and all. That
Per.
is all I have to say
I
about
love
Levi's
the
jeans.
visuals.
I loved Post Malone. I said, baby, Beyonce told him to throw them cigarettes out, clean up his
A
act, and take a
year,
shower.
honey. Brush the
Because when you
tongue,
come,
babes. Brush the tongue
because
this
when
time.
forget even scrape the tongue. I want that nicotine out your lungs.
You're
Because
going
when you
on a
get in
juice cleanse
here,
for this, babes.
when you get in this studio with me, you doing your good singing, your good singing.
Mm.
And that's literally all I can describe it as. Is Levi's jeans is just, to me, she's everything. I don't know. Levi's
I
jeans is
love
just
that. I will say that, like,
Levi's jeans.
I had to skip it, but once I came back through the second time around, I was like, oh, yeah, she's that girl. She's that girl. It was just the mode I was in was not mentally preparing me for that. But the song, no notes. No notes. I mean, I think Post Malone or
Mwah, no
somebody,
bars.
like, I think somebody posted, like, the notes that Beyonce gave Post. So she made sure, honey,
No, it was
leaving
Willie
nothing.
Jones.
Was
Willie Jones.
it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
But somebody said the notes that she gave Post Malone probably looked like a Chipotle bag. And I cackled. But moving on, flamenco.
Mm.
She's Flamenco is a sleeper hit. The girls who get it the first listen get it.
Get
If you
it.
don't, you don't. And that's
I don't
okay.
understand.
It's the same deal as like I'm that girl from Renaissance. A lot of girls didn't understand her in the beginning. But when she came
Mm.
around like that third, fourth, fifth, few weeks after the first like full album listen, you're like, oh, I'm the girl. I'm that girl. Really is that song. So flamenco for me was definitely it.
Yeah, I feel
That
like I've
one.
seen more flamenco appreciation over time. That should have been there from jump.
Okay. But I think it's got this like I don't know, it's sweet, but and then the lyrics, I think the lyrics of flamenco are like, let me just see if I can read some of them. Granada girl, I don't want to be um
Copyright strikes. I really don't like copyright strikes. Um, yeah, flamenco. I really love a Latin vibe. Like, catch me at all the Latin nights, okay? At your
girl,
local Latin night, salsa dancing,
she is in
bachata lessons.
she is in Porto, Spain, cutting it up in the streets with the girls,
Now I
having
gotta
her
take flamenco lessons.
get the little clappers. What are they? Are they clan?
Yes,
Yeah. I think you could do
yes.
it. But can't take what you love, so hold me closer. Realize that you don't know what you got till it's gone right about now. Oof. My soul is reminding me that we're forever young. Inhale and exhale my breath until the deed is done. Right about now, I hope you know that once it's over. Like this song, flamenco right here,
A
y'all who
bop.
get, and it's not long enough for me. I'm sorry, it's really
No.
not. She needs to
You
be longer.
know, these girls
And
love doing their best songs, a cute little 90 seconds, 2 minutes. You never get in 3, 4, honey.
And we'll get to another one on this album that she did the same thing. But after flamenco, we go ahead and get into the Linda Martell show. Who, if you don't know, Linda Martell was the first commercially successful black woman in country music. And Beyonce got her on this album to do a couple interludes, and she interludes into Yaya.
Mm. Yaya, the girl that you are.
Beyonce, you have done it again, raising the bar constantly for us all. And I was just like, Yaya. When I heard it, I said, I just want to get up and shake something. then all up on this rock and roll. It was giving me like full on 50s, 60s rock. If you know like the sound of like this 50s and 60s type rock, it wasn't like the rock that we know now. It was very much like this kind of thing. It was Tina Turner esque. It was very much like we jerk it, da 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 da. We we twerk, and I was like, we twerk it, okay. And then the way she in with my favorite
BEYONCE. Yeah, I just remembered it. Sorry.
The way you just scared the shit out of me. But no, the way she intros it, oh no, she didn't intro. She goes, fellas, them petty ones can't fuck with me. You wanna know why? Why? Because I'm a clever girl. I was like, oh, she's eating. This is terrific. That intro right there is cunt.
Yeah.
KVNT.
Cut to the feminine.
And Yaya is definitely somebody that I've seen so many edits of like Yaya over like scenes from like Scandal or like How to Get Away with Murder. Remember the TGIT on ABC, the trailers and promos?
Yeah.
I've seen Yaya. I've seen Yaya being played over, and I'm like, oh, Olivia would have ate somebody up over a Yaya beat.
And they walk in with their briefcase to the beat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see the
Or
vision.
like when they're like throwing popcorn or like throwing glasses of wine and like the promos. I was like, ooh, they would have.
I like it.
They would have ate. Yaya, oh my god, it just she just comes on. I just want to smile. I just want to get up.
Yeah,
it's something about that song that make you want to get up and bust a move. You know,
woo!
We gonna make it do what it do, girl.
Yeah, as soon as I heard it, I put in my notes, definitely top 3 with hella exclamation marks. I don't care how much more is left of this album, bitch. This could be song 3 of 27. I know she's top 3, okay? She's up there. It was just giving like the intro. I immediately was like, how was this not the first song on the album? And I understood why, because of the way that the album flowed. But I was like, this is like giving like fun, like circus leader, like ringleader at the circus type
like,
vibe in the intro.
Welcome to a show you've never seen before.
Exactly. And like it was just so clear that she was having so much fun making this song. And I was like, now this, honey. Now this
to me was definitely Sorry. Once more, this. I think for me, it was very much like a full-on just ode to Tina Turner in this song. I think she was just being like, I'm gonna give Tina, like, show her the influence that she had on me, and just a good fun-filled song. Because if you ever listen to what's that song? Big Wheels Keep On. Proud Mary. If you've ever listened to Proud Mary, that is exactly what I thought when I heard this Yaya. I was like, oh, this is Proud Mary's cousin. Much younger cousin from like, first cousin type. That's what it was. Yaya was giving me Proud Mary first cousin. I said, this is an ode to Tina Turner. And I think she did. Oh, yeah. I think Tina would have been proud. But we can never get enough of Yaya, but we're going to have to move on for now to another interlude, Oh Louisiana. It was cute. I think it was just like it was a nice little breather after the fun we just had with Yaya.
Yeah. I feel like it was definitely meant to be like a transitional piece, because of course it's an interlude, but like it was the first like seamless transition of the album, and then like what follows it is like more seamless transitions for the next couple songs.
Yes, because then we get into my favorite like 4-track run in this entire album, which is Desert Eagle, River Dance, Two Hands to Heaven, Into Tyrant. Those 4 songs. But first, Desert Eagle, funk, nasty. I'm on the ground at like Cascade on some roller skates, just don't. But like, having a ball. I think Desert Eagle is one way too short, and it is so good. The production is really good. The instrumentation is really good. I'm like, damn, Beyonce, you can't be good at everything like this. And I want to.
Everything, honey.
I haven't gone through the credits enough, but I feel like there's some really major hitters in the credits for Desert Eagle.
They was in that studio putting their clit on everything.
I mean, ever since that one gay man tweeted this out during when Renaissance came out, y'all people have not stopped saying that this girl was in there putting her good clit all up on that
Honey,
microphone.
the clits and the bussies were out in that studio. Just rubbing together, making just pure, beautiful tracks.
Not
Sexy,
rubbing
beautiful
together.
tracks.
Not rubbing together. You know what? Hey. But for me, Desert Eagle is another one that I'm like, she's in my top like 10 that I'm like, oh, I need more. It needs to be a full song. It needs to be a full song.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion. And then we get into Riverside.
Riverdance, girl. Riverside got you.
No.
Chokehold, honey.
Yes, Riverdance. Oh my god. No. So then we get into Riverdance, and Riverdance
is very
bounce on
much
the shit down.
It's giving Miss Carter if you nasty. Okay, it's very much giving. Oh, you thought that was it with Desert Eagle, babes? We're only beginning. Like that was only the beginning, and it was just like
fun.
immediately we're having a good time. You know what I feel like when I listen to that song? Beyonce does this one move in Beychella where she twerks with one leg, and it's like a tight twerk in a circle, like a one leg twerk in a circle type of move. And I'm like, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do to this dance. You got to do that tight, honey, one leg twerk in a circle to this song.
But I want to talk about some credits on the song that I thought was actually freaking insane that she even was on this. Ray. Do you know Ray from the UK? She just did SNL.
Ray.
Yeah, she's a co-writer on this song. And I was like, makes sense.
One thing about Beyonce, she's also going to put the new girls on. Well, Ray's not new, but yeah, you know what I mean. The next gen.
The lyrics in the Riverdance are one of my favorites. Not the bounce on that shit dance.
That's my favorite.
Staring down the barrel of his gun, yes, he shot me down. I died and someone brought me back to life, but never to my senses. She was really in there. Just y'all are right. The lies were hidden in my kisses. He cried the day he realized. Girl, like she is Riverdance. Bounce. Oh, that shit dance. And then, did you know? I don't know if you saw this, but that little like guitar banjo moment at the beginning of Riverdance actually was a Motorola ringtone.
LOL.
Yes, it was. Like I'm just like, and I'm talking like Motorola Razr ringtone.
Of course.
To me, I'm just like, Beyonce. This is how I know this woman is like, she's a music archivalist, because to hear that, then like lock it away and then be like, I'm gonna use this. Because I remember when I had a Motorola Z, and when somebody on TikTok was like, I knew I recognized that sound somewhere, and then they played it, and I was like, I know this bitch did not. This how unfucking serious. And I literally tweeted this. I said, to sample the Motorola Razr Z ringtone is so unfucking serious of her, but knowing her and how she just archives everything she hears, I'm not fucking surprised. And I'm really not, because
of course.
When does she not do
about
shit
Beyonce,
like this?
She's gonna make a ridiculous sound, a ridiculous tune, a whole bop. Because if we think about Single Ladies, and like if you just played that tune by itself and how absolutely ridiculous that mess sounds, and it ended up being like one of, if not her biggest hit, like
commercial
that dance
hit.
all over the world. But if you played that tune by itself to the naked ear, it'd be like, don't give me none of this bullshit right now, bro. This is not SpongeBob SquarePants. And
I want to.
Beyonce turned that into a masterpiece. Like,
I want to go back and like to that time when whatever producer was like, "Oh, Beyonce, I got something for you," and she heard it. She said, "Perfect. That's gonna be my new lead single."
that is so crazy. Like, her mind.
What? What? Come on! Like only Hermione would even work like that. But
Yeah.
Riverdance, another great little ditty. Um,
Diddy,
and so
diddy,
we
diddy.
and also if you didn't know, she also does the instrumentation with the nails
Oh, yeah.
in Riverdance, and those kind of like lead us into Two Hands to Heaven. For me, was interesting. It's one of my favorite songs. She's up there. Like I said, this 4-track run was really like those are my like top 5 right up there. But Two Hands to Heaven, it starts off real slow. My horses are, and you're just like, okay, this is cute. And I'm like, I'm just riding along, and I'm just like, okay, this is it. Two Hands to Heaven, she's that girl. She's that like, if you
What
it, like,
made you decide that? Like,
because for me, I saw the potential of this song and how like it would be implemented this summer. I think Two Hands to Heaven is like, it's missing like a Kaytranada like house moment.
mix.
She's getting there, and I feel like the minute she gets that like house remix, the girls are gonna understand her. But for me, your hands in the hair like water, my hips, my heart, Drea Michelle, that damn dance that these girls have started doing to this song. I don't know if you've seen this. This should have me dead.
Oh,
Have you
was
seen
it the one
this?
that they were trying to say, like, this is the dance for it now?
This is the official dance to Two Hands to Heaven.
I don't know who
But
told them that. I'm not learning that.
But then, girl, it's fine because it's really just a dumbass dance. But people were like, Beyonce gonna look so confused out in the audience when y'all start doing this nonsense.
Because why was that? Yeah, I don't get it.
But I saw a remix of this with like the ending of Two Hands to Heaven. Baby, I've been into what's that damn song?
Tyrant?
No, it was a remix.
Oh, the one where you were trying to. Is it Sweet?
No. What? It's from an older song. I can't. Damn.
I know. I was thinking Pretty Wings, but it wasn't that. But I feel like the song started with Sweet.
I gotta remember it. Cater to You.
Yeah.
Two Hands to Heaven. Somebody remixed the ending of Two Hands to Heaven into the piano part of like Cater to You, and it sounds so good. And like the people have been saying that's gonna be like the wedding entrance song for 2020, for the 2024 brides. If they haven't already picked out their song to walk down the aisle to, it's gonna be that. It's gonna be that remix. But I love Two Hands to Heaven. It's one of my favorite. I don't know about you.
I like it a lot.
That's it? You just like it?
A lot. I'm ready to go into the next bop, honey.
I'm gonna let you go ahead because you seem like this one is yours.
Tyrant. This is me when Tyrant
Cowboy Carter. Go ahead, light up a match
Miss
and
Apple
light up
Store
this
girl.
joint.
That's me.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. And I'm just like, oh, my whole body just gotta grind out when that song comes out. Like, I can't help it, you know? So it's just, and then it's just also nasty. Like, she said something about how to not cry, and I just know she's talking about orgasming. I was like, how could you not cry? How could you not release, honey? How can you not feel my tears, as Chloe once said? These tears is that wet, honey. Sorry, am I making every song nasty? This run is nasty. This is real nasty, Beyonce. Okay, don't let her sexiness,
this
her
isn't
deep voice
Beyonce.
and the
This
beautiful.
isn't.
Oh,
This is very much like that 3-track run, like Riverdance into what's it called? Two Hands to Heaven and to Tyrant is giving very much Beyonce on this track
Like liquor.
like you just country
Honey.
boy, I love you.
See why you gotta just do the little Apple Store dance? Like,
Yes. Just go ahead and read this because this shit had me like, I'm with you. She nasty. When she said, I feel her eyeing me like I feel her eyeing me like owls. It's on sight. Hide your man on the hangman come in town. She's a tyrant every time she ride it. Make it look so
every
good. Try to
time
justify it.
around,
But I know they looking for me. How we gonna hide it? Ride it like hydraulics. I'm such a tyrant every time I ride it. What? This is the
Giddy
mother
up,
of
giddy
three.
up, bitch.
This is the mother of 3 children, and she said this how them 3 babies was made, niggas.
Simply.
She said, "I'm gonna let it be known.
Yeah.
I'm a hoe. I don't like to sit up in the saddle, boy. I got it. Just relax. I got this. I got that exotic." Beyonce, when you listen to Tyrant, you really be like, "Bitch, I'm a hoe. I'm a hoe.
I'm right there with you.
I'm a hoe. I'm a hoe for my mans." So, but she gets nastier though, because we go from Tyrant to Miss Sweet Honey Bucket.
This your song, honey.
Y'all don't even understand. Bucket, 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 like a mechanical bull, but like, Beyonce literally, when I tell you, from Yaya to the end of this video, to this goddamn album, I am just I'm just, I think I understand now why she was like, I'm gonna hold off on releasing this album. The girls is going through too much. I think she was like, we gonna dance first, then we gonna get a little,
that shit.
Right, but when I come back and I end it, we gonna be on some like literally the day I heard Sweet Honey Bucket, I was like, somebody get me to a mechanical bull immediately. I need to hear this. And literally, I don't know if you've heard of that. There's that bar or club in LA or something called Saddle Ranch, and they have a mechanical bull in there, and like a lot of influencers and the young LA crowd likes to go there. And I have a mechanical bull in there, and I was like, somebody get me to Saddle Ranch and put this fucking song on because I want to book
Honey,
it.
that bull ain't got shit on me. Tell them.
Like every time, this song was, it was just for me because you literally taste like honey, see, fuck it up, bucket like a mechanical bull. She just, this album is just, there are no fucking like fails at all, and it's so rare. It's like you may have a song that you're not like, it's not my favorite, but when it comes on, you're not skipping. I don't know about Wangeshi, because first round listen, she was skipping around.
Okay, I just couldn't hear Post Malone's voice after Miley Cyrus. It was too much at once. I needed mental preparation.
Look, we'll agree to disagree on that one, but for me, that song was very much. Anyway, sorry, that was very graphic, but Sweet Honey Bucket was another one, and I'm just, babe, there are no skips on this album. So we are fed. Being part of the Beehive these past couple 3 years has been scrumptious.
Scrumdiddly a burr.
But from Sweet Honey Bucket, we going back to church, and we wrapping this whole thing up and getting into Amen, which is another one that production, instrumental, vocals, the vocal stacking, the harmonies was just. And Beyonce, you have really outdone yourself again, time and time again. Like, Amen is good. Amen is a good song.
Amen might honestly be in my top 5. I'm not even gonna lie. Originally it wasn't, but the more I listen to it, the more I'm like, I kind of need to listen to the song every day. Like, it just speaks to my soul. I don't know if it speaks to the PK in me or what, but it's just something about it that is just so. Even
This
though I
house,
still don't have the lyrics, all the way together.
I was gonna
But
say, let me read some. This house was built with blood and bones, and it crumbled. Yes, it crumbled. The statues were made beautiful, but they were lies of stone. They were lies of stone. Trumpets blare with the silent sound. I need to make you proud. Tell me, can you hear me now? Like, really, just
really
I
selling it,
think.
Brian.
Hmm?
You're really selling it with that reading.
Because it's a very you're right. It does like speak to the heart. I think, and
No,
then to
I'm just
have a
saying because your reading was so dry.
oh fuck you, but
Now
then to
you
bring it.
saying F me when we speaking about amen, honey. You better say a
Ooh,
prayer after this.
forgive me, forgive me, forgive me.
Forgive me,
But
Lord.
no, I think you're right. It is a very beautiful song, and it does take a couple. At least for me, it took me a couple of listens to really get into Amen. But once I did, she's another one who's a sleeper hit. So,
Yeah.
but overall, Cowboy Carter, 10 out of 10. No
Giddy up,
skips,
bitch.
no complaints. Every moment has just been listening to this album has just been beautiful, and I don't know. There's nothing else I can really say apart from I can't wait for this damn fucking concert, bitch. I'm ready. We're gonna be fighting a lot of the whites trying to get these tickets this time around. Wangeshi
I don't
said she's not even
know.
bothering.
Yeah, I don't know that I have that energy for that again. Maybe because I like bought the tickets last time, like physically, but it's online, but like did the like anticipation and clicking ahead of time and
Yeah.
that stress and relief and anxiety and joy. It was a lot. It was a lot.
Hey, it was. But hey, we got there in the end. And I
Oh yeah, and it
think
was well worth it.
but I'm not gonna lie to you, I would want to go see this again because this album is so like starkly different from Renaissance. I would want to see how the fuck is she gonna fit 27 songs. Well, I don't even know how many are actually songs and how many are interludes. Like, how are you gonna fit this into like a full show? What's the
Yeah.
plan here? What's the stage production gonna give? Because already Renaissance was like, whoa.
Oh, wow.
Like if you've never seen a Beyonce show like in person, as I have never, Renaissance for me was whoa. And I've seen videos of like On the Run 1 and 2, and I've just been like, Jesus. I saw the Netflix I was watching, what was it? Homecoming. Speaking of, since
Mm.
Coachella is coming up, but I watched Homecoming during Coachella and I was just like, Beyonce. And I feel like Homecoming was the smallest budget that she had for a production.
Had to be because when I look at Renaissance and think about how Homecoming looked, now I'm like, oh, that was nothing for her. Like,
Like I remember when she was on tour for Four, or even the Miss Carter World Tour. Like production never like fails with her, and they just keep getting bigger and bigger. So I'm just like, what is the next one gonna be? So I think that for that reason I'd probably buy like the cheap seats in the back just to go see and
yeah,
figure
and
it
since
out.
we didn't get a back
Yeah, like a
vibe
full
last
like.
time, we were like right
Hmm.
there, so it would be nice like see the change up.
I think it would be nice. Well, if anything, we'll get the cheap seats.
Cheap
How
Seats
about
with
that,
Beyonce, does that exist? I
girl?
heard she might
Well,
perform at the Sphere one day. You think so?
this album does not give Sphere. Mm-mm, this
No,
album
but
does
in
not give.
general, sorry, it was like a whole
Mm,
aside. If she
no,
performed at the Sphere.
like a residency. I mean, you heard her in 16 Candles. She's tired of touring. She just want to sit with her kids and be a mother. And I mean,
I get
they
it.
did buy the. Hold on, because her and Jay Z did buy that really ridiculously priced house in LA recently. You remember when that story came out? They were like, "This is the most expensive property ever sold in LA history," or something like that. I don't know. Yeah,
Damn.
right. Mm-hmm. So now I'm because they already had a house in LA, so why would they need something else? So now I'm wondering if that's the case because they live in New York. Why buy this big house in LA? Does that mean she's preparing to be because LA is only like a short, like what, hour private jet ride from Las Vegas,
Yeah,
and
probably.
a residency is only like what, 3 days out of a week.
Yeah, you could definitely commute, especially with private jet money. That's really nothing.
Girl, forget even private jet. She's taking a helicopter, knowing her.
Yeah,
Ro-
yeah, probably.
So it would make sense. But would I pay to see? Because I feel like Sphere prices, even though you're all the way in the back, you're paying at
They're about to go
least
crazy.
1,000, 15, and for Beyonce, yeah, you're paying out the ass. So
Minimum 1K, minimum.
it's no, it's no question. But I don't know if would I see her in Sphere. I would have to be really like into the show to see, but I would probably pay to see her on tour before I go pay her to see her at the Sphere.
That's
But
fair.
if she ever does do a residency and I'm a little bit older, like the girls be going, because Mariah Carey has an older gay crowd that loves her.
Oh,
I might go then
support.
when I'm a little bit
Okay.
older with a little more coin in my pocket.
Mm-hmm,
Right now, it's still giving. Right now, it's still giving very much. I can afford a little concert, not a residency price.
Yeah.
So, but y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to this Cowboy Carter review listening party. I don't even know what you call it at this point. It's been real. It's been fun. Giddy up, giddy up.
Giddy up, giddy up. Thank you. You already know.
I knew you wanted to do it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, rate, do all the good shit. You can find us every other Tuesday on our YouTube at Untitled Africans Pod, wherever podcasts are found, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Amazon Music, I think. Wherever else.
Well, YouTube doesn't have a podcast thing, right? It's just YouTube.
No, just YouTube.
But
we thank y'all
YouTube, come watch us.
Subscribe, get those numbers up.
Oh,
If I start bucking on y'all. Bucking.
Honey, subscribe, bitch. I really did that. Like, I grew up in the suburbs. She had never been in a fight in her life. But I took kickboxing before. It's very much giving. She goes to kickboxing once a month.
All right, y'all. We out of here. Goodbye.
Bye.